Hopefully the game can show up. There we go. Alright. Getting ready to go here. For NB West, we have Pat Salty, Syntax Ayers, Shane, Martineau, and Detroit Tyro.
Hey! Hey! Get me back up! Contact!
Relatively equal either way. Hold on a second. You see my mic is very low for some reason. Not sure what is going on there. Hopefully you can hear me now. Still not live, but they're getting it ready. Spring across quickly. Just hanging out spawn. Waiting to get into action here. Team kills happening here and there, getting warmed up. Of the two teams, who's going to win this one? I think it's going to be in favor of the Insurgents. I think they may have a little bit of advantage, but NB West is still really, really good. They have a lot of really good synergy, but I think the sort of randomness that's going to come out of J4F is going to be a little bit more... It might be enough to get the win on this map, but still we'll see how it'll all play out on this round here. As we begin Pistols Live for Enemy West versus J4F. This is Season 4, Round 4, Week 1. J4F versus Enemy West. And away they go. Out and about on the pistol round here. We're going to follow Salok from spawn. To be going with the other three of his teammates towards B directly, 2 on the side towards C. As security goes for a similar strategy, except mirroring it for A. Salok going for the fast rotation on the outside here. As we see B being flooded by security. First one is going to be Captain Salty on the Captain Salty. Meanwhile, Phaser, actually, Syntax is killing the Phaser as kill Syntax trading as Captain Salty takes out Aki. Solo on 0. But Captain Salty gets taken out by Bear on the cross to B. And it's all down to a Droid solo on B. But Solo gets another kill onto a Droid Tire. That's 2 for him this round. It's all down to Sugar Shane in a 1v3 scenario. Really good counter push by the Insurgents on that B objective. That's what they needed to do to get that round. It's all down to Sugar Shane. He's going for the C push. Well, he was going for it. He's going for it. Interesting option. Going to go into C. See what he can find here. Insurgents going to triple stack Bravo. They don't have majority early on, but looks like Barrett will be going for the 1v1 on C here. Can he get the kill to Sugar Shane? Out in the open. Barrett not able to see him. Blind as a bear. Shooting across. Gets the headshot into Sugar Shane. You'll be able to see that one, though. Gets the kill and secures the round win for J4F. So J4F will decide they want to start off for the actual round. Pose the question, they opt to stick Insurgents. Interesting call to make. There are definitely some pros in terms of getting to B a little faster, I think, than security. But that's how it is with the high ground, low ground dynamic of Tell on this certain map section. So East is a little bit more balanced in some ways, if I remember correctly, but still. It is up in the air on who's going to actually win this one. J4F definitely had a strong presence on B, though. Really good kills, really good control of the location and area there. As much as it could go either way, I think we're going to see J4F take the first map on Tell East. In terms of weapons, we're seeing Montezuer running the VHS, Cam Salty running the M4 with the PKS 1.5 times optic, Barrett running the Ace 52 with the alternative Cobra optic. Not a bad choice. Shifty, of course, running the foul. And mostly the Alpha AK. Great. 2 times on an AKS. That is a bold strategy. I don't know how effective that's going to be in the long term, but we'll see what happens. So an Ace 52. For some reason, Sulok's AKS has become an Ace 52 visually, but it is a AKS Ace 52. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Now, Shifty's is a... okay. I'm not sure what's going on with the... but never mind. Basically, fairly standard loadout. Ace 52s, AKS, and the rest are going to be fouls. Meanwhile, Insurgents on security. EBR, M110 SAS, an M4, Honey Badger, and a VHS. So, everybody has a different weapon, which is interesting. Go for it. We are finally live to start, and we are ready to go here. This is Enemy West versus J4F once again on the first map of this matchup. It is 0-0 at the beginning of this match and series. I'm going to give points to J4F to probably win this one prediction-wise, but it could go either way. We'll see how these teams are going to play out, and we'll follow Shifty's point of view early on with their vision on to see what's going to happen. A little bit of a slow entry into B there, but it will be effective for the cross. Set the position. Seeing a good grenade from security. Captain Salty with the first kill onto Shifty with a really good grenade there. Holy caught him off guard as Monitor Zero. Good grenade up top, throwing it right into Checkers. Slug's going to eat this grenade very quickly. Oh, he would, but it actually bounced a little bit out of the way there. It landed over here, did not quite land on target. But Slug is already aiming at that position, should get the shot and kill. Almost does, but they're able to escape. Adroit actually double stacking with his teammate there on B. Dangerous though. F will get the kill onto Barrett as Adroit will take out Salok. It's all down to Phaser and Aki, last alive for J4F as NUS stay alive and secure Bravo. Phaser still holding on that C side. Not able to push out, and Aki fighting directly against Sugar Shane. Oh, Aki will get the surprise kill onto Sugar Shane, allowing her to rotate and hold on to A as Monitor Zero goes for the A push. Looking to hold it against an insurgent, about to push around. And Monitor Zero will get the kill on Aki. It's all down to Phaser in a 1v4. Just staying alive, he spots one, but the player spots him, and Adroit Tyro gets the kill onto Phaser. That's the first round for Enemy West, 1-0. Alright, is 1-0 in this first matchup here. And so far, Enemy West have had a really, really good hold on B. Unfortunately, Insurgents are not quite that fast into that objective, which is going to make it very tough for them to try and battle against Enemy West. They have the good cranes, they have good presets, they have definitely practiced this map some. They have a good hold on that. Good grenade on top side. Phaser, though, will get the grenade kill into Captain Zeltley on that side of Right, pre-fires that corner that looks like push. The problem is they're actually up and above in Checkers, one down below. In chess. Is that what it's called? But it's certainly something. Shifty. Good grenade across into B, but no one will be over there. Monitor Zero gets the kill onto Aki, rotating into A. Stopping that push. We see Monitor Zero throwing a good grenade for Checkers as Syntax gets the pick onto Phaser. On that side. Barrett, though. Actually, Adroit will get the pick onto Shifty from Checkers. Clearing out that position. It's all down to Salok holding that backside of that Checkers entrance. As Syntax takes out Barrett, rotating into B. It's all down to Salok in a 1v4. Salok already taking fire. He's been called out. His position has been spotted. Well, it would have been, but Sugar Shane is actually rotating on the backside. Surprise kill. He will get it onto Sugar Shane. That's 3 remaining for Salok in this 1v3 now. Clutch attempt. Going long sides out and around. Going for the A flank and A hold. Monitor Zero is waiting for the push. This could be an easy kill for him. He's already in position at that angle. Need to aim across. Has a grenade. Well, he thought he had a grenade, but yes, he doesn't. Gets onto A to block it. This position is going to be a very, very good one, but he has a grenade looking to clear it up. Salok still staying alive. Oh. Internet connection has died. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're still alive or not, but this is an unfortunate time for the server to go down. Or my connection to go down. It looks like it's still green on my side here. Oh, yep, it is, I think the server died. Yep, they are all running in place. I mean, this is a, it's a New York server. Yeah, that server I think is toast. Oh, that's ironic. I wonder what'll happen. We have, of course, Salok still holding on A. A is being stalemated. Is it going to play out to the end of time? Because Adroit is still capping up. Well, he was capping up C, but the time is just... Time's counting down, but the objectives are staying in place because we're not getting updated from the server. So is it going to be a draw round? All objectives are contested because you don't have B fully capped and C fully capped. Or A fully capped. You had the other two focused on this side here. I think it's safe to say, though, we are definitely going to have some technical difficulties. Yep, We see the right-hand side there, the Ethernet cable being unplugged. Indeed, the server machine decided to just stop working entirely. I'm just going to see what happens here for a little bit. Oh, we're booted back to the menu because the server did indeed move on. It really do be like that sometimes. Let's go ahead and be right back as we get readjusted to the game we just had here. Let's see what the next one's going to be. Let me talk to one of the captains to figure out where they're going to opt to go to next. I don't think I've ever seen a match, like a server die mid-game. Alright, well, we're going to be on break for a little bit. They're trying to figure it out. We will have an update. Okay, it looks like they're going to reset the server, and then we'll get back in there. So, in the meantime, be sure to stick around. This is the DGL. We'll continue with the match once we have that server reset up. So, we'll be back in just a few. All right, we are back. Let's go ahead and back into this here. Boop. With the flip of a switch, we are back in it now. It is 1-0 after the server reset. So, let's see what happens here. We'll see if that affects Enemy West at all, if they're going to be able to keep it going, or maybe that was the J4F needed. Onto Phaser as a good grenade. Actually, Bear will take out Monster Zero trading. Sugar Shane avoiding the grenades, as Sugar Shane will also get the kill onto Aki on that cross to A. Meanwhile, on B, Captain Salty held on B with against one player on that corner. That Shifty likes to play best. Bear, though, gets the pick on Captain Salty, gets a second kill onto Syntax. Clears out B for the Insurgents. Adroit waiting for the push from C. It's not going to happen. Just gotta watch out for this player on the top side here. Sugar Shane, though, is going to sneak through. It's going to be up to Sugar Shane and Adroit Tyro to come in and clutch on B here. B kept up most of the way for Insurgents. They're going to get still catching it. Sugar Shane not landing shots all over the place. Finally gets the shot in kill into Barrett. Gets watch out for Shifty and unfortunately puts up the buzzer. You know, Sugar Shane gets the kill onto Shifty, but from behind gets the flip and 180 kill onto Solo. Nice play from Sugar Shane coming up big. Gets the kill and secure the round win. That's also a 4K, I believe. That's the round win for Enemy West. Indeed, Sugar Shane popping off. Coming up big. Unfortunately, Insurgents just not able to counter it in time. A well done round for the security force of Enemy West. Now 2-0, yes. Did have a round up before that. I guess they nullified the round that was died midway. Fair enough. All right, we are back into it now. It is 2-0 for Enemy West versus J4F. Let's go and follow Shifty as he sets up for that lower B push and the fast B push. Oh, he the slow one now, but Adroit still lands a shot and kill into Shifty in lower checkers. As Adroit waiting for the shot. Grenades coming out from Barrett, but Mono Zero will get the kill onto Phaser, trying to run fast into B on that flanking side. Mono Zero balancing one top side, but Barrett will get the kill onto Mono Zero. Syntax still watch this angle for that push by Barrett. And Barrett has to be Barrett, really careful about this push if they're going to survive this one. Adroit, stamp a good grenade for these stairs here. To the side here, but Syntax will get the kill into Barrett. In the meantime, the grenade will go to nowhere, as B will be capped up for security, bringing back Mono to 0. You can see the last two Insurgents actually tag teaming there. Aki near solo here. Sugar Shane looking to take her out. Gets the Aki will get the kill to Sugar Shane despite the drop going in favor of Sugar Shane. The Ping machine is strong as Mono to 0 comes in for the block on A. And Mono to 0 gets the kill to Aki. It's all down to Salok in checkers now rotating out for the 1v4 clutch attempt. They get one kill from Sugar Shane. Actually, get Sugar Shane on the push to A. Salok's gonna go for the 1v1 on A. Play down below, and Mono to 0 will take out Salok. It's another round for Enemy West, 3-0. Yep, they are ahead by 2 rounds now. So far, J4F have not had a lot of luck on their lanes. They had a couple of good kills from Barrett on that side of B, but ultimately it's been some good clutches and good holds from Enemy West opposition-wise. That's allowed them to keep up the momentum and keep the rounds in their favor. They're now ahead by 3 rounds, which is still salvageable. They can definitely bring it back for J4F. Well, J4F at least bring it back. Enemy West building up a good lead. Good starting point, at least for the second half here. Especially as I believe J4F won the pistol round, yet they opted for Insurgents. Yet it seems to be side here. As we get into the round here, Phaser, excuse me, good grenade into Mono to 0. So Shifty pushing fast into B. Will be getting onto block. Goes for the wait and play instead as we wait for Captain Salty to allow the smoke to dissipate to see the players. Syntax waiting. Everybody waiting. Nobody wanted to make a mistake. Barrett is though on this side. They are focused on B. Captain Salty is the only one trying to hold this angle here as Adroit gets the nade kill into Shifty on B, clearing it for security. He's going to have to force Barrett to make a move here. They're going to hear him coming. Will they get this kills, though? Adroit's going to have a lot of work to do on these sides. They are stacked up danger close for these security players. Barrett gets the kill into Syntax. Will Adroit get the trade? You know, he will not get the shot across. Didn't get it in time here. Captain Salty gets the kill on the Phaser. Adroit gets pick up the Solok on the cross. Bottom side is Captain Salty gets the kill onto Barrett. Pushing in B. It's all down to Aki in a 1v3. No shot and kill for Aki at the moment. 1v2 on B direct here. The problem is Adroit gets the headshot onto Aki, securing the round for Enemy West. Now 4-0. Right. Excuse me. I had to do a little bit of typing there. Trying to type on the phone is not a fun experience. Let's go ahead and see what Captain Salty's doing here. Good grenade for that for Insurgents. There's a player over there. Shifty is in range. But Shifty will escape it in time and will be allowed to get on there. Actually double tapping at this time. Captain Salty not on the B objective yet. You're going to find out very quickly that there could be 2 people on there. Gonna have a lot of work to do to push this out. There's a player watching the cross as well. Good advantage, good position, but Barrett will take out Captain Salty on that side of B. Adroit Syntax waiting passively. They're gonna allow him to cap up most of the way there. Adroit gets a double kill onto Phaser and Solok as Syntax takes out Barrett on the push to B. And it's all done to Shifty as the rest of the team kind of crumbles on that outsides of B there. We see him now push into B. Danger close. Shifty gets the kill onto Syntax. Has 1 more to go on B, and that's gonna be Adroit Terror. The problem is behind him is gonna be Monitor Zero on the push. Aki's covering that top side in checkers. Oh, and Monitor Zero gets the flanking kill into Shifty. Aki able to trade onto Monitor Zero. It's a 1v2 for Aki versus Sugar Shane and Adroit Tyro. The problem is behind. Sugar Shane's already in behind. Are they ready for this? No, they're not. What has happened here? They ran out of ammo, and Sugar Shane, having a little bit more ammo than Aki, gets the kill and secures and continues the lead for Enemy West in a bit of a panical moment there. 5-0. That is a tough one to try and win on. It's really, really challenging when you're stuck in a situation like that. Maybe having a pistol might have been the right option there, but equally, I mean, it was already pretty much done, so especially when you had 1-0. Actually, Sugar Shane, pushing that angle, had ammo. I guess he's just confused as to how he didn't die for a second there. I could have been enough time to go for like a melee bash or something, but it was just not in range, and unfortunately, a little too late. Kind of assumed they were dead already, and it was... What can you do? We see a bit of an aggressive pusher coming in from Captain Salty, going for the B hold. We see also a huge focus and shift now on the right-hand side of B. Oh, Syntax with a kill onto Phaser, but Solok and Barrett is on the side as Shifty is covering that backside now. Checkers being left open entirely. Are they ready for this push? Syntax gets the kill onto Solok. Takes out Aki, rotating into A as Shifty gets the trade onto Syntax. Captain Salty still capping on B, and Adroit looking for the rotation kill here. He's still covering that angle. Will that Insurgent get the kill first is the question. The answer is no. Adroit get the 1 tap into Barrett. On that side, it's all down to Shifty in C. Last alive. And we'll see where he's going to opt to go to. The problem is that she's being covered. And yes, Monitor Zero will get the kill onto Shifty. That's the round for Enemy West. 6-0. A fairly dynamic round in this start here, but it's been a bit of a slaughter from Enemy West. They have totally destroyed J4F. J4F aren't doing anything necessarily wrong. It's more that Enemy West just kind of had the good positional sense and the kind of the gun sense to get things lined up in time and to get things kind of locked down in a way that kind of allows J4F to really get in there and get any action kills and any real hold of the map and locations. So we'll see what's going around here. Again, a bit of a change of strategy here. 2 on the C side, 3 on B. Shifty will be able to get onto B uncontested. Good smoke on that blue door. Smoke allowing them to push around some and get into some shots. Adroit picking across, trying to get the shots into checkers. Solok hiding at the moment. Shifty is just waiting for the push from the Insurgents. Aki will get the kill on the Monitor Zero. on that hold towards A. Sugar Shane is waiting with the trade onto Aki as Syntax takes out Barrett, pushing into B. Shifty still holding, still waiting for his teammates to clear it out. Bit of a trade. Slurk takes out a droid as Captain Salty takes out Phaser. Only one remaining on B is still Shifty. Solok, though, is about to get flanked by Sugar Shane. Shifty is waiting upper B. Is he going to cross? Syntax gets the pick into Solok. It's all down to Shifty. Held on B. All his teammates died. It's all on him. Sees the player, gets the easy kill to Syntax. He knows there's another player on B. This isn't able to figure out where. It's a 2v1 for Shifty trying to touch this. Sugar Shane trying to wallbang. It's going to eventually get the kill onto Shifty. Sugar Shane calling out his death. Yes, indeed. It is dead, and as is the round. It is 7-0 for Enemy West versus J4F. And it's been an absolute slaughter so far. J4F have some good positioning, have some a little bit of luck in, but as soon as they get any kind of luck in there and any kind of progress, J4F, well, at least J4F had a little bit of luck in it, but J4F, or Enemy West has locked things down and really had the good flanks in on that A side coverage. These A flanks have been super essential for Enemy West to keep up the momentum and keep the round wins in. If they didn't have this coverage here, they tried to go for like something on the BC side here for insecurity, I just don't think they'd be dying a lot quicker. So maybe Enemy West, so J4F should maybe send a little more players on this bottom side here for a flank. Might be effective. We'll see what happens here. As Captain Salty goes for the aggressive push. He's going to be late on the jump. So he's going to have to opt for a passive play on B here. Trying to get the grenades on the sides there. Lots of smoke coming out. Lots of insurgent forces here. As Cap does get a good Kobe onto Phaser on the backside of B. That will help the cap for Insurgents at the moment as they are currently waiting to get on the objective. Captain Salty waiting against Syntax. He's going to push in through the smoke. Syntax with the kill into Barrett rotating on the backside of B. As Shifty goes the long sides around, will sneak past. And it's going to go for the surprise flank here. This could be very effective. We see Captain Salty waiting for the passive push from A. It's not going to happen, as the rest of the team just kind of waited to see what would happen early on. Shifty flank kill onto a droid. Syntax with the kill into Sadok. Excuse me, Aki gets the kill as well to monitor 0 on the push for A. But Sugar Shane we get the kill into Aki once again. The problem is Shifty is going to go for the A push. It's down to a 1v5 now as Captain Salty gets the B cap up. Shifty last life going for the A clutch attempt. 1v5, it's definitely tough odds. But we'll see if the odds are in their favor. 2 leaving spawn. Oh, bit of an early free fire, but look at the kill on monitor 0 despite that. That position will be called out though. So security is going to have them locked dead to rights. They have nowhere to go. They're still capping up A though. Security not really get on the objective yet. They do get on a little late. Come on. No, they get on too late. Unfortunately, that security player just kind of lifted their position there. Shifty will be able to get the A cap and clutch it for his team, at least for the moment. Syntax has got a lot of work to do now. 4 people leaving spawn to try and get the kills on. Drake gets the pick on 2 on the Barrett and Phaser. Syntax takes out 1 on the solo. A little bit of, took a little while, but they eventually got it out there. Aki trying to escape. Oh, and Syntax takes out Aki on the cross, leaving spawn. It's all down to 1 player, and it's going to be Shifty on that backside of A. Looking to Shifty it into overdrive, stuck on A. Security capping it most of the way, goes on for the block. Player still hiding. Shifty spotted the player too little too late. The problem is he has a pushing player from Captain Salty about to get the kill onto Shifty here. Captain Salty sets sail for a different ship as Sugar Shane will get the kill to Shifty. And it's another round on the board for Enemy West. Still 8-0 uncontested. A fairly open and closed round here as Enemy West currently dominating the J4F crew there. I mean, what could J4F do? They've tried pushing on these sides here. Not sure if there's something they can do over here. There is a gate here. So I'm not sure why there's a gate here if this is in the map zone. It should probably be phased out so they can actually use this. Not sure why that's still in there. But anyway, follow Shifty as he goes in for the push. Fast push to B. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. This one. What can he do from there? The thing is, the droid actually covers his backside push to be able to escape and will go in for the backside flank there. Not expecting this. We see everybody focused on the other side here. Sugar Shane playing a cheeky angle here. And rotate back, watching the street as well. This will allow for Aki to, or actually Solok to sneak past. Aki still held up in top of, actually lower checkers. Interesting. picks across. Sugar Shane gets the kill into Slow, rotating into A as Aki goes for the B push now. Blocked up. Shifty gets the kill into Syntax. Takes another kill onto a droid. Oh, here comes the big push now. As we see Aki going to lock it out. Gets the kill. Aki gets the kill as well in the cap assault. All down to one player. Actually, two players. Sugar Shane in checkers now, looking for the killing spree here. Thomas Upper gets the kill. Actually, Sugar Shane gets a kill onto Barrett as Monitor Zero takes out Phaser. Really good clutch attempt here, but Shifty will get the trade onto Monitor Zero. All down to Sugar Shane in a 1v2 scenario. Is this the round? The J4F bring it back. Shifty already rotating into A. Looking for the 1v1 on B here. Looking to block up against Aki. Akita will be hitting him. Getting the first round win for J4F. 1-8. One more round in the half, and it's been a bit of a blowout. Finally, J4F getting a little bit of luck on their side. Really, really good push from Shifty there. For some reason, MUS not really aware of what happened in that previous round where they died all here. Shifty was somehow over here. They couldn't figure out where they were coming from. Went straight through B fast before security could really set up for it. But they hope they will send another player. They're doubling up on the... Oh, grenades coming in. Captain's going to take some damage. Staying alive, though. We see Monitor Zero waiting for the push. Shifty is going to run into B. He will get the timing there first. Should get the kill onto B here, but Captain will get the kill on Shifty. Not able to get the shot off in time. Select to take out Sugar Shane, though, on the push towards A. And so get the second kill onto Monitor Zero. That's the free A cap for Insurgents now, as Barrett takes out Captain Salty. Adroit gets the trade onto Phaser. But Adroit is rotating outside to see. The problem is Barrett is trying to double it up. Gets the flanking kill onto Syntax. It's all down to Adroit Tyro on the push towards C. Barrett knows there's a player over there. He's going to have the idea that there's someone there. Right now, they're currently staring at a wall. It wasn't a call-out that C was being played. Adroit actually capping up C, but aiming at B from C. It's a very dangerous play here. Barrett could get the flick, but instead, it will be Adroit getting the kill onto Barrett, rotating out of B. B is almost all the way capped for Insurgents. Aki's going to have to rotate in and go for the B cap, as A is being capped up almost all the way for Insurgents. It is primed at 99%. If Insurgents need to respawn, they have a wave ready to go here. That is why it is at 99%. They don't cap it. At the end of the round, they will cap it up, though, to secure the win if necessary. Here comes the spawn from Insurgents. Two leaving on the front side here. One leaving towards Danger Coast at C. Barrett could get this kill onto Adroit. Barrett will not clear his corners, though. He's going to allow for Adroit to get the flick here. But Phaser will spot out Adroit as Slurk takes out Sugar Shane from spawn. We see Captain Salty going for the push here. This is going to be a very aggressive one. And it possibly runs right into Aki, who takes him out. Monitor Zero gets the trade onto Aki. Bit of a recovery. The problem is A and C being kept up by security fairly heavily, but oh, nice push from Monitor Zero. Gets the gun to Solo, able to take out Bravo here. As Phaser sneaks in from the blue door here. Slow and steady. But will be enough to win the race. Barrett will get the cap on C as Syntax is then to kill into Shifty post cap. So Shifty will not respawn, but it is now a 4v2 here. Phaser holding on B as he should. Syntax decapping Alpha. Barrett is going to have to battle as 1v... Actually, no, it won't be Barrett. That will be Monitor Zero going for the 1v4 here. But they're going to send everybody out on B. Monitor Zero has his work cut out for him. Gets the kill onto one, attacking. But Phaser will get the trade on B. All done to Syntax. They're going to just decap Bravo and win on time alone and on objective. Indeed, they had C contested. It's too late for Syntax. Caught off guard. It's going to be Insurgents taking the round, ending it 8-2 at the half. A fairly good half, well, it was a very strong half there for Enemy West. 5 rounds up against J4F. The only thing is J4F kind of had that momentum at the post end of the half there. They really started to get into their groove. And I think we may just see a bit of a recovery from J4F in the second half here. It might just be that they have the better, more of a security preference compared to Insurgents. But Enemy West definitely have the strategy set up fairly well. They're a little bit rigid, though. I noticed that they weren't really able to change up too much and be able to stay covering everything. So the plasticity, not really a strong suit, so far at least. of Enemy West. But we'll see what happens in the long term here. This could be a bit of a change-up. I'll just wait and see how it'll all turn out. Sugar Shane dropping some smoke on his teammates there in spawn. They're getting their loadouts ready to go here.
You smoke!
I expected it a little bit closer for the first half here, but the second half, you never know what's going to happen here. It is like a whole new game here, as both teams are on two brand new sides for them. But we'll see how these teams are going to play out and who is going to ultimately take this first map here. There'll be one more map after this for this matchup, and then we'll move on to the next match for today. Should be at least one more match, if I had to guess. We'll just wait and see what happens here. We see the rest of Enemy West now leaving spawn, and we'll follow Sugar Shane. Good grenade for that B entrance. Multiple ones as well for the side entrance of B. Unfortunately, J4F not going to be in range for those grenades to land. Phaser will be the first one on to B, as Mono Zero will take out Phaser for the first kill of the second half, as we see Salok waiting for Insurgents to push here. You'll be able to hear the rotation from B, but the problem is Shifty's the only one battling on B solo. Capsaltic can take on the Barrett. We hear Shifty taking fire. Not getting any kills just yet, but we do have Salok rotating on the backside here. Mono Zero focused on B for going for the Kobe against Shifty. Shifty is in range to die for this. And yes, it will land and score a kill here as Salok rotates towards C. It sounds like a droid heard that coming. Yes, Mono Zero actually heard it coming. Instead, gets to go to Salok, gets the cap kill on B with the grenade. Onto the Aki in a 1v5. Enemy West not dropping a player this round, and a droid with the one tap takes out Aki. And that's the round for Enemy West now 9-2. I'll have to reset the the sides again. There we go. It is fixed. Unfortunately, because we had the server die and they continued on with the reset +1, they did an early swap. So obviously, when the server got to the normal point, that would be a swap. It continued as if it was normal, but it was not normal since we had the server die previously, which that current server didn't know, of course, because it's we don't have AI servers yet. Although in theory, I don't know if that'd be possible to have something auto tracking. I think it's possible, but just not really a thing currently. So in the future, I guess we'll see. Good grenade from Cat and Salty though into Phaser as Syntax goes for the aggressive B push, similar to what Shifty was doing last time, but now he's pushing in a very aggressive side here. Mono Zero gets the kill on Salok, trying to rotate in towards, it looks like A. Shifty will go for the interesting B grenade, but it will not be a grenade that will be effective, although Syntax does take a little bit of damage from it. Not gonna be enough for the kill, at least. We do hear a drop here, as Shifty heard that player drop, knows this player in blue. Bill Shifty be turning blue. We see them sneaking past here. Shifty definitely heard that. The problem is Shifty just lets this player run past him. So he's going to hear the rotation over towards A. Everybody kind of aiming at each other's backs at the moment. And Droid stuck wondering what's happening here. Shifty gets the kill on the Captain Salty on the rotation. 2 shots coming from behind. Droid gets the kill on... Actually, yeah, Droid will get the kill on... Shane actually gets shot. I guess Droid gets the kill onto Shifty on B. Onto one player on security on B. It's going to be Barrett. He'll be able to get the shot into Monitor Zero. I had to wait to see if he's going to get it back. Droid is going for the spray across. Barrett pushing it back for the moment. The problem is danger close. Sugar Shane gets the kill onto Barrett. That's the round for Enemy West. Now at match point 10-2. All right, so it is match point now for Enemy West on this first map of Tal East. J4F struggling to get in there, get into the action. They've had a little bit of luck on that second half here, but short-lived. We'll wait to see, though, if we can see Phaser and the rest of J4F able to keep it alive and keep on the fight. Once again, his match point, the scores up above are not accurate to the actual match here. So the Droid smoked out the position, shifting the kill on the Syntax on the cross, but it will be Barrett taking out Captain Salty on the push from the street. We're not ready for that. It is open. Although definitely uncommon. Push outside. Mono Zero gets the kill. Trace the trade kill onto Bert. But he's going to fight the 1v1 on C here. Not something you normally see here. Solos, though, gets taken out by Monitor Zero, holding on C like a champ. As Aki goes for the rotation, going for the 180, holding on B and holding on the cross. The problem is up above. It's a teammate helping him out of Phaser. She's definitely in a tough spot here, trying to cap up multiple spots here. Monitor Zero going for the Kobe on B. It's not where the player is, but it's definitely a good idea. Sugar Shane looking to lock things down as Adroit gets the pick onto Shifty. He's onto Phaser and Aki on B solo. As Adroit caps up A uncontested Phaser. They're going to get this up mostly all the way. And yeah, they do. They both double cap at B and will secure that objective. Bringing back 3 players. Adroit caps up A. It's a 5v5 once again. Insurgents had the advantage. Has the objective caps up as Mono Zero takes out Aki post cap. And on the rotation over towards C as Phaser gets the kill into Sugar Shane trading. Shifty over near B. Just playing it slow, waiting for the push from C by these players. Caps is in range, but Syntax has a need kill into Phaser. As Shifty holds on there. We do see a push on A meanwhile by security. Adroit trying to lock things down. Moving with the push lane. Capsule gets the kill onto Shifty. So Adroit throws the grenade alongside. On A. See Adroit going for the aggressive push, but actually get the grenade kill onto Salok. Takes him out. Adroit confirming it with his eyes there. Last life is going to be Barrett, but Capsule takes him out on the rotation. It's going to be the end of the game for map 1. And was secure at 11-2. Bit of a blowout, but that is sometimes how it goes in Insurgent Sandstorm. Map 2, though, will happen in a few minutes once they have the figures picked out and ready to go here. There we go. We got the coordinates. We'll go ahead and reconnect in there. It'll be just a few minutes. You're watching the DGL. This is J4F versus Enemy West. All right, we are back for the second map here. Go ahead and head on over. Boom. Give me a second to swap it over. And here we are. This is the pistol round for Enemy West versus J4F. And Shifty with the first kill on Mondo Zeros. Barrett will take out Shifty Shane. Aki coming in for the rotation. Adroit with the kill into a Shifty. Trading. As Aki will go for the trade attempt on B. Will not get the kill. Aki out of ammo. Going for the rotation. Here's the players on B. But Swifty will get the kill onto Adroit. They're going to cap up B with 3. All the bullets will finally get a kill into Barrett after an entire magazine dump. Eventually will land it. Shifty is going for the clutch attempt on C. 2v1. Shifty looking to clear things up. Insurgents have a majority. Alive, and Shifty will get the kill onto Syntax. One remaining on C, and Shifty will get that last kill to Captain Salty. Looking to shift it into J4F's favor. They will take the pistol round and will choose the side of 7 for the actual match. Similar to what happened last game, although last game definitely did not go in the favor of J4F very well. A tough first half. Second half, a little better, but still pretty challenging. So they opt to pick security for this first half on Refinery West. Sorry for the delay there. I'm not sure what is going on with the sound. Sometimes it just decides to not work sometimes. As you can hear, it's a little quiet in these parts here. So, interesting choice for J4F to opt to pick security. It's not a bad position. There are some good angles definitely for them. Although, Enemy West also have some good advantages on the Insurgent side for their cross picks. So, long term, what'll happen? I think in the second half, we may see J4F bring it back a little bit, but it's a tough one to see what'll happen long term. There we go. We finally have the background sound back. Not sure what caused it to come back, but it is back at least. Type of response here. It is not easy. Oh my gosh. So, looks like the teams are figuring out what is happening here. You know, let us set up and ready to go. Go. Okay, we're finally, hopefully live now for the actual match. This is J4F versus Enemy West. Sorry for the delay here. Great, we get the kill. First kill after getting the onto Barrett as Syntax takes out Shifty. A kill from the grave. Aki from the grave will take out Mondo Zero here. Oh, Aki gets the kills. One to Syntax. It's actually a really strong hold for security. It's a bit of a 2v3 here, I believe. Yeah, it's a 2v3. Had to make sure there. And has to score for Izzoloff. Silver Surfer gets the pick onto Adroit. And down to Captain Salty, last remaining. And it's going to be, I think, the first round. Oh, a bit of a trade. They both take each other out, but it's going to be ultimately J4F taking the lead early on. Answering a bit of a question in in chat here, a little bit faster for me to say it verbally than trying to type it out. Because we didn't have people playing the mode publicly for the mode to get developed on further, NWI have stripped it and kind of removed it from the game, as it was sort of a lackluster mode that kind of put a bad image of what competitive is. So, as such, we're kind of taking it a little bit differently, at least competitively, privately now. We've actually added a theater and changed the balance of the weapons to make it a little more optimized for certain plays. Meanwhile, around here, I'll answer more later. Monitor gets the hit on B as Shifty will get the kill on the Syntax. Sugar Shane and Droid, though, will take out Aki and Silver Surfer on the bottom side of B. Meanwhile, Shifty, though, will take Captain Salty on the bottom side there. It is down to make that one player remaining on security as the Droid gets the pick on the Shifty. A very good recovery from enemy West from the first round. Lower side of B as Syntax takes the headshot and kill onto Shifty, tying up the game 1-1. Alright, so unfortunately I was a little bit distracted there, but it looks like we saw Enemy West kind of bring it back, lock things out, kind of counter that good positioning from J4F early on. The pressure is now on J4F to try and lock out the map and kind of reacquire the control, that presence they had in the first round that really kind of stopped Enemy West dead in their tracks. As we follow with Droid Tyro, interesting slide jump into the catwalk here. Haven't seen that one before. Got the extra vision on. Good grenade from the backside of B will actually stop. Will be a stop grenade to the counter. Interesting use of grenade there. This should be through the smoke. Danger close. So it's a pick onto Sugar Shane as Swifty take out Syntax. Barrett takes out Monitor 0 on B. And that's going to be B control. Oh, Cap's to get the trade at least onto Shifty. The problem is they lose B control for Insurgents. It's down to 2 players remaining for Enemy West. As J4F really has locked down B. Cam Salty whiffs the shot. Uh-oh, you finally get it onto Swifty there. The swift recovery is the question. Droid gets the pick onto Barrett on top side of Catwalk into B. As Silver Surfer looks for the pick across, he's aiming in Catwalk, looking on the ground. Definitely focused on the ground level, expecting the players to be up there. The problem is, Droid is actually up top. He could get the spot across, but he's actually waiting on the other side of the Catwalk here, as is Captain Salty waiting on the bottom side, looking for the vertical or horizontal shot across. Oh, Silver Surfer wins the shot onto Droid. Captain Salty gets the kill onto Silver Surfer. It's all down to a 1v2 now. Well, it will be a 1v2, but Aki gets the cap solo on B. Had it most of the way up. Droid gets the one shot into Swifty. It is just Swifty though, no Swiftiness. Good grenades to try and stop a Droid is not going to be effective, but it will allow Captain Salty to double up with Captain Salty. Droid and Captain Salty double capping up on A. Goes for suppression, going to hold it. He's going to get caught on the reload. Unfortunately, Barrett got off guard. Barrett able to get the kill into a Droid, doing a 180 into nowhere at least. Captain Salty in a 1v4 clutch to none. Sprays across, Captain Salty gets the kill onto Barrett. Ooh, good attempt by Silver Surfer, but not able to land the shot across. Captain Salty still alive on A, holding it up. Meanwhile, the rest of the security is going to go for the C cap. They have B control already in their favor, so once they cap up C, they will win the round on objectives alone at the end of time, unless Captain Salty gets this kill and goes for B or C. It is an objective-focused mode and objective-based mode, so if you have those objectives locked down, you will secure the win. Salty going for the 1v1 clutch attempt against Silver Surfer, equipped with the pistol now. Oh, he saws the bolt action, he misses his shot, goes for the pistol. Kill, yes he will! Take the headshot, danger close onto Captain Salty. Pops him in the face and takes back the lead for J4F. 2-1. And here we are. It is now a lead for J4F. Last game was a bit of a blowout, so see what happens here. Let's go ahead and follow. We followed Dwight last time. Follow Silver Surfer on the pick lower side. Interesting angle across my catwalk. You may be able to get one on the peak here, but we're seeing good grenades coming out from enemy West on the counters. Good grenades. Stop the push. Nice. Oh, his Silver Surfer gave me a teammate there. Wrong player. He actually had an enemy cross by him there. That was Captain Salty up and above. Is going to escape past Silver Surfer. Not able to spot it. Shifty, though, gets the kill onto Captain Salty up and above as the droid gets the trade on Shifty. And now Silver Surfer rotating, looking for the shots across. Trying to find somebody out here in the wild blue yonder. Yonder for the kill. Barrett, though, will get the kill. Goes for one more. 1-0 Sadaki. And gets a second kill onto Barrett. Securing B for Insurgents. Silver Surfer still holding a catwalk, waiting for the shot across. Meanwhile, on C, Jack battling with the pistol. The Makarov not getting the kill, as we see here. Going for the 1v1 pick attempt with just the bolt action. A hope and a dream. Right side, a little low. He's able to reload, though. Will he get the kill? He's covering both sides. Should be an easy kill, but he gets the shot into Swifty on C. Will be down to Silver Surfer. He gets taken up by Captain Salty shortly afterward. It's a tie. Once again, 2-2. Right, we see some early pre-fires coming out from Insurgents. It sounds like the droid trying to spray across, not able to find the shots and kills he needs to. As Swifty takes out Captain Salty, Barrett takes it 1-0. Attack going to crazy on Swifty, and Swifty gets the kill onto Sugar Shane in the meantime. Barrett still holding on B. But he will get the kill on the Syntax, clearing out B for security. The droid lasts alive now. The rest of the team focused heavy B, died heavy B. The droid gets picked on Silver Surfer. Has 3 more to go. This 1v4 clutch attempt. He hears the player danger close. He's looking for the angle across. There's a grenade coming towards his way. The droid across, playing very aggressive here. The problem is, lower street there will get the kill onto a droid, and that's the lead back for J4F once again, 3-2. All right, so finally a lead coming in for J4F, at least once again. This is going to be a back and forth battle here. I think it's going to go the distance, if I had to guess. Monitor Zero gets that early nade kill onto Shifty. Salty will get the kill onto Swifty there as a trade. You have Shifty and Swifty on the same team. A little bit confusing as we see Sugar Shane takes out Aki. Barry gets the trade on Sugar Shane at least. So B now a little bit contested. Monitor Zero needs to get on speed to block that up for Insurgents. Let that cap up. Monitor Zero spraying across. Get the kill into Barrett. And it's all down to Silver Surfer with just a pistol and a bolt action. A hope and a prayer. Looking to clear out A. Trying to stay alive. Trying across alongside Captain Salty, though, gets the pick and ties it up once again. 3-3. All right, so once again, a bit of a tie. This is going to be going the distance. I imagine it's going to go to overtime, possibly. Jordan looking for the pick across, did not get that shot and kill. Definitely spotted the player. At least we'll be able to call it out on the push towards the street. The problem is, Sugar Shane's finally able to get that spotlight there. Oh, actually takes fire, but ultimately will be Shifty getting the kill on Shifty. As Barrett takes out Syntax Ares on B. Building B controlling of the round here. Captain Salty, danger close to an enemy, but he's not able to find this player. But Swifty will find him. Surfer on that top side, holding long sides. This could be very effective. He sees his teammate there. Don't shoot that one. Uh-oh. Swifty is... Silver Surfer gets the pick, and a Mono 0. Nice shot. All down to Adroit. Last alive in a 1v5. J4F unstoppable this round as we see them move around towards B. Oh, and Shifty takes out Adroit on the cross to B. That's J4F taking back the lead 4-3. All right, so what can Enemy West do here? I think they had some trouble on B. They had some trouble trying to push directly on the 3 hit, but they didn't have as much going, I think, for A. As they kind of push for an AC strat of sorts. Salty, but Swifty will get the kill. Despite that, the optic blocking his view there. Shifty gets the kill onto Syntax. Swifty onto Captain Salty. Gotta make sure that's clear. Aki gets the nade kill onto Sugar Shane. This is down to Adroit and Mono 0 once again. It's very tough odds here. And Mono 0 not looking for this player up above. Does not see it. I'll tell you. Silver Surfer gets the pick onto Mono 0, rotating into beats, all onto Adroit. J4F not dropping a single player yet. One. He's not able to get the kill though. Get some suppression in towards Silver Surfer. Barrett caps up B uncontested. They're going for the C cap to lock him out. Adroit able to dodge Silver Surfer's fire there. Silver Surfer looking to track down with a pistol. Looking for the glory kill. Moving in range. You see both of them there locking it down. Who will be the one to spot it first? It will be... Oh, Adroit gets the kill to Shifty. Silver Surfer out of ammo. Going for the bolt action. He goes for the quick scope. Yes, he will get it. And get the shot and kill. And takes back the lead and builds it up actually for J4F by 2 rounds now, 5-3. So I don't know what's happened to Enemy West, but they have disconnected, and they're not. I don't know what's happened. They're just sort of struggling to get in anywhere. They're just struggling to get any kind of counter into J4F right now. It's made it be a sides thing, and they're just really weak on Insurgents, or they're just not having a good game. I don't know what it is. But still, if we get the pick on the Sugar Shane, trying to rotate in around, it's just gonna be a tough one. I think we're gonna see a bit of a slugfest. Syntax Ares running a danger course, going all out. Is going to be spotted on the cross in that but he's taking the shot kill. Almost. He finally gets the Silver Surfer there, but it was a long ways away. Adroit, nice pick into Barrett. As Aki will get the trade on the Syntax top side of B as Swifty takes out Adroit. Aki able to cap up B uncontested. Mono 0 looking to try and clear up to try again to go into B. Trying to clear things up, looking for the players. Mono 0, here's the rotation, but Shifty will get the kill on the Mono 0. It's all down to 1 player remaining. And that's Captain Salty going for the rotation onto B. Aki will be able to cap up B uncontested. And it will be a 5v1 now for Captain Salty. Has at least 2 leaving spawn. 1 far, 1 close. He's watching for spawn. He did not see that player. I'm not sure if his teammate called it out. A good interesting grenade coming out. Great player leaving spawn. Captain Salty gets the pick on Silver Surfer. He's able to spot that player out at least. Problem is behind him. Captain Salty about to get flanked, but he will be able to escape and go into Alpha as they move around the sides here. See him slowly moving around. Salty is able to sneak past. He's going for the... Yeah, he'll get another kill onto Barrett. That's 3 remaining in this 1v5 attempt. There's 1 player behind him. Another one on that backside. They're both stacking up in position here. Captain Salty could get the spray down here. He's going to push the lane, and Shifty will get the kill to Captain Salty. And that's the round. 3 now up for J4F. 6-3. Alrighty. We have 1 round left in this half, and so far it is J4F taking back the lead and really bringing a force to be reckoned with against Enemy West, who have just struggled at this point everywhere in their lanes. It's been a slaughter from J4F onto Enemy West these last couple of rounds here. After the back and forth battle, it's we'll see how the second half goes for him, but so far Enemy West definitely struggling with traction in here. Good grenade from Shifty will take a Captain Salty on the push in towards B. Syntax trying to find something. Goes for the B push on the archway here. Goes for the drop. This could be an easy kill for him. Good easy kill onto Aki, who are not ready for this. He wasn't ready at least. Shifty gets the trade over. Syntax in lower B as Barrett takes him out of 0. Slow playing into B. Not going to be the position to call and play to make as Sugar Shane will be able to sneak in on B lower. Block it up. Meanwhile, right taking up towards security. Sugar Shane waiting on the push. Will get the kill onto Silver Surfer as Shifty takes out a Droid Tyro on the Sugar Shane in a 1v3 clutch attempt. Gets the kill onto Barrett finally. 2 remaining for Sugar Shane here. Is one contested to beat. Yes, you are still alive. Shifty tapping up C on Swifty, excuse me, capping up C contested. Shifty on B. Shifty and Swifty last alive. Good choice of names, of course. Shifty gets the kill onto Sugar Shane and will shift it in their favor heavily. 7-3 at the half. So, new half, new sides. We'll see if anyone else can bring it back and flush things up and kind of make it a little bit closer, possibly. We got a pretty good back-and-forth battle here between J4F and Enemy West early on in the first half here, but the second part of the first half was a bit of a slaughter. So, we'll see if anyone else can bring it back or if it's going to be the return of the J4F, and it will be a tie in the series. This is once again map 2 in this best of 2. Enemy West won the first one 11-2. Basically completely destroyed J4F on the first map here. Second map, a bit of a different story here. We're seeing a bit of a swapping of sides here. Let's go ahead and follow Aki and the other insurgent here going for the push towards B. They're going to be a little delayed. Let's roll off for security to get a pre-nade in here if they do go for it. And wait for the pre-nade to pass as Sugar Shane gets the first kill of the second half on Swifty. As Silver Surfer gets the trade onto Sugar Shane, Barrett taking him on to 0. Silver Surfer sneaking through the smoke uncontested and undetected. Going for the push. An interesting position here from Captain Salty. As we see Captain Salty get the surprise kill onto Silver Surfer pushing on the side as Barrett holds on B. As there is a security player about to push here, Silent Shifty will take out a droid. Going for the B push. It's going to pull the B, but Syntax gets the kill to Barrett. But it won't matter. Shifty and Aki both double capping B. They focus heavy on B. They will be successful on that cap. Captain Salty going for the C cap solo. Well, partially at least. Looks like he's going to go and lock down the position. Captain Salty whips his shot, unfortunately. Will eventually get it onto Barrett. Gets the headshot as well. See, already decapped. It is 1 minute and 10 seconds left for security to do something on B and C. Well, the round will go in favor of Insurgents. We see A and F being capped up by Insurgents. The pressure is on them. They have to make a move now. So 10 seconds. Syntax going on to B. They will block it up. They still have a chance. Captain Salty facing a 1v2 on C here. Not something you normally see, and not something you want Captain Salty to be sailing in on C, as Syntax is the pick and win on B. Will be able to touch it, but Swifty will take out Captain Salty. It's now a 1v2. They're going to trade caps on A and B, but Insurgents have that C advantage. So at the end of time, it's going to go in favor of Insurgents, unless Syntax gets another kill and just able to wipe them out. Silver Surfer going for the block. He is able to block on B, and the A cap is in favor of Insurgents. Ooh, good kill on Silver Surfer as he goes Syntax. Last one alive. And that's the round for J4F. 8-3. All right. Let's go ahead and follow J4F. We'll follow Silver Surfer on the push. Has the AKS 74U with a 2x optic on it. A little bit of a big optic for this kind of weapon with such a short barrel. Not the most effective use of that optic, but you never know. Might just be doing it for position and for calling people out. Down below, we'll stay alive. Sugar Shane gets an 8 kill onto Bert. Aki will get an 8 kill though on -0. Syntax takes out Silver Surfer on that bottom side of Catwalk. Shifty will get the kill on the Syntax trading. As a droid takes out Shifty on B. Cam Salty looking to push out of A there and lock down that C push. Behind as the droid gets the kill to Aki. It's all down to Swifty. In a 1v3. For Enemy West as Swifty is taken up by Captain Salty. That's the round for Enemy West. The first one in a while. Only a 4-round difference now between these two teams. It is 4-8. Enemy West versus J4F. Not live has been called by Enemy West. They're looking to try and figure out what is going on here. Maybe a pause. Probably a technical issue as it is a not live instead of a pause. I guess somebody glitched out or machine broke. It does happen sometimes. And what an interesting second half here we've seen from these teams playing together. J4F have really kind of kept the power and momentum going in their favor pretty well in the second half here. The first half was a very good recovery after that middle round. After round 6, they kind of brought it back. It brought such a huge lead against them that while they had the good momentum and they had a little bit of it carry into the second round here. See what happens with the Enemy West if they can bring it back. They won the first game. Let's see if they can win the second one. 4-round difference is a winnable, but it's going to be a big challenge. They do have a lot of rounds to lose if they aren't able to completely lock it up, but they don't have to make mistakes. We'll see what happens here with this. Quick change the first kill onto Swifty. And Barrett will go for the push into the Unster. And Syntax falls to his death. Yeah, hate to see it, but we actually see it, so they definitely feel the effect of it as Barrett takes out a droid. Now a 3v3, actually 3v4. Sugar Shane get the kill to Barrett trading. As B is now a 2v1 here. Shifty and his teammates slowly pushing on Silver Surfer to pick on Captain Salty. Nicely done there. It's going to be just Sugar Shane solo onto Silver Surfer. Gets the drop onto Shifty. Goes the wrong way. -0 gets another kill onto Aki. Wins the 2v1 on B. And it will be all down to Silver Surfer on C. He's looking to clear out Bravo though. Shots across. Going for the lucky pick. Will not be able to pick it up. He has to go and move around. Shots from C actually coming out to Silver Surfer. Going for the pistol push here. Hoping a Dream taking fire, but is staying alive. The problem is he seems to be capped up for Enemy West by Sugar Shane. It's now a 5v1 for Silver Surfer. He was surfing for silver, but now he is surfing for gold. Goes for the foul instead. I guess he wanted the other foul. Push gets the surprised by -0 there, and we'll secure the round win for Enemy West. Now 3 rounds up, 5-8 between Enemy West and J4F. Once again, Enemy West bringing the aggression and momentum in their favor, really have locked things down and made it a very, very interesting one to see here. See a bit of a comeback. I'm not going to jinx it, but let's see a bit of a comeback coming in now. See them getting ready to go here. An interesting stack of weapons as well. We're seeing some Honey Badgers, a VHS, Mark 14 EVR, an M4, and another Honey Badger. So 2 Honey Badgers and a bit of a motley crew of M4s and EVRs. Interesting choice. Insurgents a little more standard. Mostly fouls. 1 852 from Barrett. Silver Surfer not able to get the shot across and kill. Aki also running the foul there. Barrett running that 852. Kill under Sugar Shane as Barrett will be able to get the PCAP started in favor of Insurgents. Currently uncontested, but will be in the moment here. Good grenade coming in. Still Swifty able to take out Salty. Still holding up B, taking fire, but he's able to stay alive and continue to cap for Insurgents. Good push here. Will take out a droid. As we see Barrett waiting on the sides here. Barrett heard this. He should have heard that lean. He's looking the wrong way. He'll actually get the kill taken out by -0 there. Aki didn't get the PCAP in time. Unfortunately, -0 out of position. Too little, too late. Aki gets the PCAP. It's 5v2 now for -0 versus Syntax errors. Aki will not be able to get the kill on -0 on B. It will begin the cap, but Silver Surfer gets the trade shortly after. It's all down to Syntax Airs and a 1v3 as he gets the kill onto Swifty. Ooh. He's going to decap Alpha. Brings it to 99%. Syntax going right to the player here. Oh, and Shifty gets the kill on the Syntax. That's the round for J4F. Once again, 4 rounds ahead, 9-5. Not live. Looks like Syntax crashed. That is never a good sign. Unfortunately, the servers are a little buggy today, it seems. We had New York 1 die mid-round, which was, you know, I'm sure it's happened before, but I cannot remember the last time I've seen that happen. Which, interesting. It's still fairly winnable, I think, for Enemy West. They have 2 rounds, well, basically they have 6 rounds in a row to win, uncontested. If they lose a round, it'll be an overtime situation if they want to win the second map here. They did win the first map fairly well, 11-2 on Tel East. I think J4F definitely have that refinery knowledge a little bit stronger and making it very much a challenge for Enemy West to continue their, they stopped the steamroll dead in their tracks on the first half. Their second half, fairly close. I think this is going to go either way early on, but Enemy West kind of bringing it back a little bit here. We'll have to see how it's going to stick on the long term here if we can get Syntax Airs back into the game, if they can keep up that momentum and pressure. As we see, weapon selection fairly standard across most of these teams here, most of these sides. Interesting use of camouflage. Bit of a UPS uniform. Oh, I guess an alternative UPS. I don't know. It's an interesting approach, I guess. Wouldn't work from that, but most maps I'm sure it's pretty effective on. Meanwhile, it is fairly standard for Insurgents. Bit of a motley crew. You got a Barber, wearing all red. On restart, we have Syntax back in the game. Resetting his KD, of course. Not really, just disconnected. Game sometimes does that sometimes. We're live once again. It is 9-5 currently at the beginning of this next round on the second half here on the second map. Let's go ahead and follow Silver Surfer as he looks for an interesting pick across here. Looking for the long shot across. He's not going to run in. Oh, he will run into somebody. He gets the pick onto Sugar Shane. Picked away at the wrong time. Right, sorry about that. A Drake, though, good grenade on that B entrance, but it will be a delayed grenade. Could be effective, but I don't know. We'll see Barrett running through B. Barrett waiting for the push, waiting for the angle here. Catwalk is fully left open by security. Syntax just covering the backside, or the Porsche side of B. Not sure what their approach on that one is. So Syntax is trying to play safe, not want to get picked by Silver. Trying to flush out B, happening underneath A. And Syntax will take out Barrett. Takes out Swifty as Mono Zero takes out Barrett on the push on A as Shifty gets the trade on Mono Zero in B. But Adroit will win the battle against Aki on B. And it will be all out of these 2 players of Insurgents on the catwalk here. To kill the 1 from Syntax. 1 more to go. That's going to be Shifty on the streets. Syntax not able to spot this player out. This optic too big. But Shifty already aiming position, going for the hold here. He knows the player's up there. Gets the shot, but not the kill on B. Shifty looking to sneak around the side here. We'll get on to beat a block. This will allow Adroit, if he wants to get the lucky pick across, he could pull up gold here. Sees his feet and takes him out. That will be the round and a nice score to finish now. Enemy West 6-2, J4S 9. All right, is 2 rounds, actually 3-round difference now. It is going the distance. It's going all the way here as we get into Silver Surfer. We'll follow him on his push on the catwalk here. Insurgents opting for, or at least J4F at least, opting for a bit more of a catwalk focused play. A little bit on B, but really playing it passive. Good grenade, or actually good shot there from Captain Salt to take out. On that push, Silver Surfer taking some bullets, but is able to stay alive. And he will get the kill onto Syntax on the top side of B. The problem is, the back side got watch out for. Oh, Adroit able to get the kill on a Barrett, but he's going to be pinned on that position. By Cap Salty is Swifty. Swifty getting the kill on the Sugar Shane on that bottom side of the objective. Meanwhile, on B, it's going to be Aki slowly getting on through the fire and flames, taking damage, and will be able to escape through the there. But Adroit will get the kill on Aki. Continuing the B presence for security. It's all down to one player, and it's Swifty on A. Not Swifty, but Swifty. About to get surprised on from behind. Swifty in position. They're going to go for the flick. And he will not get the shot and kill. It's going to be Captain Salty and Enemy West securing the round 7-9. A fairly strong performance from Enemy West, bringing it back. Only 2 rounds difference now. They had to win 2 in a row. They had to win basically 5 in a row, actually. I think. Oh, 6 in a row. I can count. 6 in a row uncontested. And so far, they're doing it. They have the presence. They have the power. They're definitely bringing it back with a vengeance. And I think by throwing away the rule book and throwing away their guidebook and just kind of going freestyle, they've really started to counter and play basically for gun battles against J4F, and they're winning quite often. So we'll see how it will play out. A little bit haphazard, but it will be effective here. Shifty setting up for a good push with that foul. Good jump boost. The grenade will take out Shifty. Sugar Shane's good throw there. There'll be a player though wishing will Sugar Shane get the kill though is the question. He's stuck in the bus. To bust one out. The problem is you're already getting pushed on the side by Swifty. Trade that up, but still doesn't get the kill on Adroit as Montezero takes out Baird. Montezero gets the second kill onto B. Actually, the catwalk looks like taking a Silver Surfer, but it's on to Aki and Swifty last alive. As Swifty will take out Syntax and will allow for the A push. Sugar Shane will go for the C push. Swifty going for the A cap. Meanwhile, on B, it's a 1v1. Aki versus Montezero. Aki taking damage. You got to get out of that position. There you go. Incendiary has incinerated itself. It's down to Captain Salty. Looking to block at A. Now, if this insurgent goes for a door breach where Captain Salty currently is positioned, it will be a kill. Although not really common to see, at least. Sugar Shane uncontested on C cap. B still being held up. So that is in favor of security, believe it or not. Because they have the 5 players up compared to the 2 on insurgents. It's going to be a tough one for them to keep it up and keep the win in. Good grenade towards A will not get the kills. Aki looking to clear out B. About to be pushed here. Aki sounds. Sugar Shane will get the kill into Aki. It's now a 1v5. Facing 3 on A. Swift fire is able to escape partially, but Adroit says no. 1 round difference now between these 2 teams. Enemy West make it 8-9. We see Enemy West calling the pause. They're 1 round away from a tie. Oh. Looks like Sugar Shane had to drop out. So they're going to find a replacement player for him from Enemy West or a different team. We'll have to see who is going to swap in for that position. But it is a fairly close one here. Has gone the distance for sure. On who is going to win this, who isn't going to win this, we'll have to just wait and see. So, wow. I guess my question is, what could J4F do to finally get the 2 rounds in to win? It's tough, you know. Enemy West have kind of countered the position and overall kind of approach by J4F in such a way that makes it really, really challenging for them, I think, on the insurgent side. It could just be a side thing, too, because we saw a bit of a lead form up after a while from J4F, and that could have just been from positioning.
I'm hit! I'm hit!
Because usually, if it's not played to straight side, it's usually a little bit different. But I'm not sure if there's a good way to counter that push from A and from that kind of catwalk presence. They could go towards A, which they've had a little bit of luck on this side here. They could go for this lane versus this lane in here. They've had some luck in catwalk, but street, a little bit more dicey. A it looks like we're finally getting the ringer to hop on in a little bit here. Interesting selection of the VHS, of course, for a Honey Badger. Syntax running the Mark 14 EBR, and of course, the 5th player coming in soon, hopefully. And again, same weapons as the last map here. Val's 1 Ace-52 and an AKS on Silver Surfer. So no longer going for the cross pick. At least as far as I know. Maybe if you're going for a lucky shot across with the AKS. I don't think the damage is going to get enough to be actually a kill. Could maybe tag somebody, but wouldn't be all that effective. While they're doing some interesting dance coordination skills here, figure out what is happening with these teams here. As we wait for the 5th and the last player to get in here, we'll be back in just a few. You're watching the DGL. This is J4F versus Enemy West. We're still not live. Back in just a few with the continuation of the match once it is ready to go. So we'll be back in just a few. All right, we, I think, are back. We have everybody, well, at least have a 5th sub to come in. Oh, maybe not? Not sure what's going on here. Okay, we are alive. Okay. Let's bring it back into the game. Oh, understandable. So the loadouts were bugged. Or a Lone Star there, who is coming in as the sub for Enemy West. Shane had to go here. It is only 3 rounds really remaining left in the game, if I can count right. Probably 4 or 5, actually. But anyways, let's go ahead and get it back into this here. J4F versus Enemy West. Enemy West currently on a good here. Looking to bring it back. Syntax with a nice Kobe into Silver from the top side of Catwalk. Shifty aiming down below, looking for the peek across and pushing in towards B. Enemy West here, locking out most of the map here. Locking up positions that J4F like to play. Back it up. Syntax taking a lot of shots into Barrett, but not the kills. Shifty takes the kill. Captain Salty. You see Barrett aiming across. He's aiming low. He has his eyes open on that upper catwalk. If Syntax pushes out too far. Syntax. Actually, Lone Star, nice pick onto Barrett. The problem is, Shifty is in position and in range to take this player out. Shifty trying to find something on B, but this is a good lane on B that will block the push here. Not a kill quite, but Adroit will get the pick onto Shifty, trying to rotate in around B. It's on to Aki in a 1v5. Clutch attempt. Can she do it? 1v5. This is very tough odds here. And Lone Star will get the kill into Aki. It's a tie game once again. All the way from 5 to 9 to 9 to 9. They have won 4 rounds in a row. They are 2 away from the win. So the comeback is very much real from Enemy West. The question is if they can keep it and lock down the win. At this point, anything can happen. But at the end of this round, somebody, unless there's a draw, will be at match point. Now, there could, of course, you know, a draw at this point, I could definitely see happening. Both teams fairly much neck and neck about who wins and who doesn't. Syntax wins the shot as Swift trade on Syntax. Kevin Holtley from the grave takes out Swift. He has a trade. Lots of trading spaces here, but Silver Surfer sneaking through the smoke, going for the shot against Lone Star. He will get the drop, but looks the wrong way. He gets the spray skill. Oh, onto Lone Star the grave. You have to watch out for Silver Surfer. Adroit will be able to take out Barrett this time. Oh, this is definitely going to be a tight one. Mono held up on B by Aki. Captain Salty looks to clear out B. Aki actually pushing B very aggressively here. This could be risky. But you got to risk it for the biscuit. We'll get the spray skill onto Mono Zero. Not expecting an insurgent to actually push. So it's going to be down to this last player on B. It will be Adroit. Going for the push across here. Aki aiming across. Silver Surfer wins the fight against Captain Salty on A. It's down to the 1v2 now. Adroit versus Aki on B. And on... Oh, but Aki gets the clutch against Adroit. Oh, it basically is a clutch. 2-1. That will be the lead going back for J4F. Match point as well. So... this is going to go into overtime. I can feel it in my bones. I know it's going. Only one place it's going to go. That's going to be Enemy West securing the round win, I think, on this next one here. Unless I am way wrong, which I would like to... I'd be curious to see what will happen. So, let's go ahead and... Well, we'll go ahead and see what the teams are going to do right now. So we can escape and go into the map and go into the battle here. This is the last possible round of regulation before we hit overtime. So either J4F win this and tie up the series, or Mono Zero stay alive and bring it to overtime to try and win both maps here. It's championship points. Lone Star with a good grenade into Barrett. He'll stop the push for the moment. Lone Star actually Shifty gets the kill on Salty. Mono Zero looking into Aki as Lone Star gets the kill on the Silver Surfer, pushing towards B. But Swift is sneaking down below. Could get some kills here. Mono Zero will get the cap up for security. Aki coming on the block. Should get the shot off. Lone Star takes out Swifty. But Aki get the kill on Mono Zero on B. And Adroit in a tough spot here. Shifty having a lot of work to do. Heavy trying to hold multiple positions at once from the push on the security and the push on the upper side here. This is going to have to be the 1v1 here. Aki has to hit this shot and kill. Looks like wrong time. Taking fire. Aki looking the wrong way. Ooh, well, kind of the right way. We'll see what happens here. Possibly right, wrong way. You never really know until it ends. Lone Star looking to help his teammate out there. As Syntax goes to the free C cap. They have that player advantage. Shifty aiming across. They're both actually aiming relatively at the same position here, but they're aiming in a way that they can't see each other. They both can't see each other from this coverage here, but we do hear and see the point kill. Get the flanky kill on the Lone Star. It's now... Oh, but Syntax gets the C cap. It's a 5v2. Shifty has a lot of work to do on B. Aki held up on B, and Aki gets the kill. No Droid on B, though. That's going to be in their favor as Shifty whiffs his shot and spawn kill. Position to hold from. The problem is he's already been called out in that position in that location. Syntax coming in for the drop, but Aki gets the B cap in time. It's a 5v5 reset. Syntax gets the kill onto Aki as Shifty takes out Mono Zero on the push towards B. Syntax gets on the B cap. It's going to be a close one to the finish. Captain Salty pushing towards C. Security has a bit of an advantage capping up C, but A is now in favor of Insurgents by Shifty rotating. Captain Salty has to go for C here. Has to see what he can hold on C as B will be double capped by Security. So they will respawn Adroit and Mono Zero here. Orienting the players after this cap. 10 seconds remaining. Captain Salty is killed, but he'll be killed right after they cap up B. So he will return and be into the fight here. 3 leaving spawn here. As they're going to double cap up A and they're going to cap up C in time. The Lone Star is looking to block that. Less than a minute remaining in the round here. Lone Star holding, hits the teammate on to help. It's a 2v2 on C. And it's all on to C. Swifty get the kill to Syntax. It's a 3v1 now for Lone Star. Impossible odds here. Will he come up big as the ringer? Surfer takes out Captain Salty on that push towards A. They're going to lock out A. B is still held by Monitor 0. So security having the advantage. Having that. Lone Star taking fire. Staying alive, but Shifty gets the kill on Monitor 0. It's all down to Lone Star. Last alive. Gets the kill on Barrett. Gets the second kill onto Swifty. One more to go on C. And he will not get the kill. Aki gets the kill. Secures the win for J4F. That will be a tie in the series. 1-1 and the end of the match here. 11-9. GG's, well played. Very well done from these teams, from these matches. And we're going to go on and enter a game that's about to happen, or at least happening midway. Unfortunately, this one went a little bit longer than I had anticipated, at least. We'll go ahead and hop in on the next one. It's going to be a Regicide versus Tough Blue. Let's go ahead and get the information on that one. Gonna bring it on over. Just a minute once my game stops lagging a little bit. It does do that sometimes. Boom. I can type. Sometimes. Refinery West, interesting map to call out. I believe it's partially kept by Rick in here. Let's see where we are. We're entering live mid first map here. And we see it's stopping by Regicide 10-3 on the same map. For Regicide, we have Simmer Down, Residue, Django Fett, Biohazard, and Gerbs. And on Top Blue, we have Hadmensch, Habzig, Marco, Guerrero, Master, and Ira. Which that is. Hadmensch will take out last player there. You didn't quite catch it. Residue gets the kill on the Hadmensch trading. Guerrero takes that Simmer Down as Django Fett. Razorcross get the headshot into Ira. Good suppression happening as well. On as Marka gets the trade onto Residue. Gerbs getting the kill into Marka trading. And A held an interesting spot here. Security all on A, or security all on B, as Insurgents all on A. Insurgents have the C objective advantage. They could actually go for the double onto B and C, but they're going to opt to go for the B cap to bring back their teammates. Minute 26 remaining in the round. They have the time advantage. Look at the A cap this time, clutching it 5v5 once again. About to go for the triple hold on A is going to be a tough one. You see Simmer Down waiting, aiming across. Biohazard going for the block on C, bending that C cap for security. As Marka, his teammates are getting stuck a little bit. Hadmensch sticking through there. Django Fett looking to do that. Surprise shot, but will not get the kill. Well, ironically, he decaps Alpha as they leave it to be primed, but Guerrero gets the down. Fett goes for the shot, but Marka will get the kill onto Django Fett on A, while the rest of Tough will be able to clear out Alpha. Residue coming in for the retake of A once again. The third retake this round. It's Biohazard get the kill onto Master. Hadmensch, though, takes out Residue on the push towards A. It's all down to the push on C as Ira gets a nice pick into Biohazard. Gerbs last alive on actually B. The problem is, Hadmensch is in position, will take out Gerbs on the rotation into B. And it will be Tough Blue staying alive 4-10. All right, so looks like we have I call it a comeback in the making, but we'll see what happens here on this next round. This is still map 1, Tough Blue versus Regicide. The server lag there. It is how it is sometimes. We'll follow Guerrero as he pushes into B. He has one teammate to help him from behind. Grenade's coming out. Nice grenade from Django Fett will take out Guerrero on the push. One more will be able to get to B. Only one. Regicide playing it passive on B, looking to bait out the positions. Interesting counter to what we saw in the last game here. Django Fett will get the kill onto Hadmensch on the push on the street. is just sneaking through here. Seeing J4F trying to find an opening somewhere. He sees his teammates. Yeah, don't shoot close. Oh, but he will get the kill onto Master. It's Ira finally kill the biohazard. Ready to get the trade at least onto Ira, clearing out the catwalk. And an easy shot for J4F onto Marco. Securing the win for Regicide in this first map. 11-4. Nicely done by their sides. We'll see what they opt to swap to for the second map here. But it was a good hold from Regicide in the second half here. Let's see where they opt to go to. Pull it up. Alright. We'll see what happens. It'll be a few minutes between the next match here, so we're going to see these teams battle it out once again. We have one more to watch, I believe. When we have it ready to go, we will let you know. You're watching the DGL. You're now watching Regicide versus Tough Blue. We'll be back in just a few. Oh, these teams. They call P live. They're not live. Oh, I love it. We're ready to go here. This is map 2. Let's go ahead and bring it back in here. Big thanks, of course, to... I always forget I always butcher the first part. Basically, Rick. Thanks, Rick, for catching the first part there. If you can catch it, it was on... I'm not pronouncing the name. You see it in chat there. If you want to see it later on. But see how it works and how this happens here. This is map 2 of the Tough Blue versus Regicide. Go call the Master as he holds on to spawn. Again, these are used to determine which side to start on for the actual map. So pistol round is important on a lot of teams and for a lot of maps. This is definitely one thing that is cited, so it's important to win. Ira will get the first pick onto Gerbs. As Residue will hold on. Taking some shots and Simmer down will get the kill onto Ira. A heavy stack on C. Looks like security optic. At least traditionally, Simmer gets the pick on a Carrera as Marco will get the kill onto Biohazard. Master uncontested to B. Recap on B, but the problem is they're not going for A. So Jango Fett locks down that entrance from B to A on the street, not the river, as Master and Hamench Hebzig will get the double cap onto B. Hamench gets the normal kill onto Biohazard. Not quite a double just yet. Residue gets the kill onto Hamench Trading. At the moment, it is a bit of a waiting game here as Ira can pick on Residue. Slowly sneaking around here. Simmer down. Rotating over, trying to block over B. Jango Fett takes out Master. They're trying to escape and go for the push, but Carrera takes out Simmer down on the rotation, not Simmer. Ira going for the push on lower side. See Carrera get the pick on a Jango Fett. That's 2 kills for him. About to be 3 here. Ira in long pass across, not able to get the spray down. Gets some shots towards Gerbs, but not able to get the kill onto the Gerb Bonzo Beans himself. Oh, Ira, no, nice pick into Gerbs. That will secure the round win for Tough Blue on pistol rounds. They will use, well, they would say it, but they immediately restarted the map before anyone can type anything. So we'll see what they opt to pick once the map loads in, of course. This is Somebody's. This is based on the old map market from the previous game of Insurgency Source, aka Insurgency in all caps, or Insurgency 2014. Depends on who you want to ask. They opt to pick security for their for their first half at least. It makes sense though, it is a fairly strong side here. Insurgents have a bit of an advantage on B, but they're also very spawn campable from everywhere. They can, camp outside here, shoot all the way to this angle here, this angle here, this angle here. I mean, it's really tough for Insurgents to leave spawn without doing anything crazy like going all the way. Live and restart. We're not live just yet. Let's go ahead and hop over to the Insurgent side. What they can do is run back here and run all the way around here. Totally within the ballpark, and then run into the objective here. You see sometimes do that. Some teams do that, but not too common. But all this is coverageable by security forces. They can shoot across and these angles here as they run through. So it is a very tough challenge for Insurgents to leave spawn if they're being spawn camps. But we're not live. It looks like they're getting their loadouts still figured out. Playing for Tough Blue, we have Marco, Hamench Hebzig, Master, Ira, and Carrero, and for Regicide, Residue, Jango Fett, Gerbs, Simmer Down, and Biohazard as their 5th player on Regicide. First one went to Regicide. I believe 11 was 11. Obviously they won 11, but the other one I believe was 3 or 4 at the half. So, or at the finish. A good clutch attempt by Tough Blue, but it was just not enough to secure the win. We'll see how these teams are getting ready to go here, getting the loadouts picked up and ready to go, and acquired at least. Relatively standard selection of weapons here. M110 SAS. A G3 from Master. Interesting choice. Carrera running the Mark 14 EBR, and of course Ira running that bolt action. I mentioned running the M110 SAS, basically both an SVD, but for security. Marka also running the same weapon. The 2 M110 SASs, and for Insurgents, a FAL, a beta, or actually an alpha AK, not quite a beta just yet. A FAMAS though from Biohazard, interesting choice. Interesting smoke as well from Gerbs. Not sure what the, I guess the smoke is for the entrance to here. To prevent the cross pick from possibly Ira. He's not going to get the pick across, at least the easy shot across. We'll save them some time, but they are waiting. Luckily, bullets will travel through smoke, but they're not going to stop the players just yet. As Jango Fett commits an 8 kill into Master for the first kill of this game. And the second map here. Hamench Hebzig will get the kill on the Biohazard on that push towards B. Street side of this. if I had to conclude, but let's see what happens here. Lots of grenades coming out. Ira gets the pick on Simmer down, moving up the street, and it is a push now for Hamench as he goes for C from A. Jason took out that player in A originally on the cross. Guerrero just kind of waiting for his teammates to clear things up. Shrine being pushed by Marca. Ira gets the pick on a Django Fett. Nicely done from that upper Africa position. Ira looking for the pick across. Will he get the lucky shot across? Guerrero's going to kill the Marca. This should be an easy kill for Ira. Nice. That is a good spot to aim at. He will finally get the kill on the Gerbs. Took a long time coming, but it is going to be there. Hamench takes out Residue. Nice shot into that player, and that's going to be the lead for Tough Blue, starting 1-0. A good lead coming out now from Tough Blue, at least a bit of a one. It is starting, it is forming. They had a good counter to that Regicide strat. We'll see if Regicide can change it up this next round here to keep up the momentum or make it a very big challenge on the continuation of this first half. The Tough Blue did choose to opt security, so it looks like it is working out in their favor. Let's see what Insurgents are able to do here. Sending 2 to Shrine, 1 on B, and 1 in upper Barber, I believe that is. Biohazard covering C. Going to dodge the pre-fire there. He was going to push through. Resident gets the kill onto Marca on that push in Shrine. There's Shrine now control for Insurgents. Gerb's going for an aggressive push in B. Guerrero could get the fire onto Gerb, but Gerb gets shot into Guerrero as Django Fett takes that Masser on that pusher. Hamench, though, has snuck through, sneaking around the backside here. He could go for the C play here, but he's going to get the drop onto this player in Barber. The Barber player does a 180. Will get the kill, though. Will actually get taken out by Hamench. Visitor heard it coming, but it's too late. Hamench gets the second kill onto Simmer down. He's going to get his third to simmer down the rest of Regicide. He's going for the aggressive peek on B. Luckily, the gas mask he has on is going to block his view as Ira gets the close quick scope kill there onto Gerbs. Hamench still holding on B, going for the cap up. There is still Django Fett in Shrine, aiming at Ira. Will not get the kill. I'm sure he's a bit about that one. Django Fett goes for Frank, gets the shot into Hamench, goes for 180, but Ira gets the quick scope once again on Django Fett. Danger close. On the Biohazard versus Ira, 1v1. Ira going for the B cap. Biohazard uncontested. Will go for the A cap, but it will be post B cap. That means Biohazard will have to guard the objective for about 10 seconds. Not impossible for Biohazard to do this. Ira uncontested does get the kill he needed to. 5-0 currently. This is only 2 rounds in, though. Keep 2 in mind. So Ira will get the clutch on B. And here comes the tough battle now for Biohazard, facing a 4v1 stack on this A objective here. Lots of things coming into range. Takes some damage from that grenade. He's still alive. About to get pushed, but Guerrero gets the 1-tap into Biohazard, and that secures the round for Tough Blue, 2-0. A fairly strong hold from the Insurgent side, but ultimately it was security coming up big, getting the kills they needed to secure the round win in and build up the lead now to 2 rounds. You see Not Lies being called by Regicide. They're going to see what side they can do, at least on their side respectively, to try and counter the tough time they're having against the Regicide as they're currently being Regicided. See Gerb setting up as well with the team there. My guess is probably going for a call-out position. Looking to say, okay, well, you can go over here, just follow me. It's 5, I believe it's 1 round length for each half and on each map. So it is 6 minutes on both. Or I guess 1 round. I'm not sure if that's quite right, but I don't think it'll be that long anyways. We'll see what happens. This is the last one for today for matches for this week. Gibbs is showing him where to aim across here on that rock. Here's the position. For those who are curious, happen to spot him out, aiming at the upper Africa position here. There used to be a portrait up here on the old map of a map of Africa, as it was, I believe, based in Somalia as an inspiration originally. So, I guess there's a little bit of it here. Kind of left over, but most of it obviously war-torn and kind of destroyed, unfortunately. So it's it is what it is sometimes. That is the aesthetic, at least, of this Sandstorm. And hopefully we'll be back into the round here. Live on restart. Biohazard not hitting the wrong side of the door there. It's the left side that has the pins, not the right. All depends if it's a push and pull door. If you have it mounted the right way. So let's go ahead and follow Master from spawn here. Currently, Tough Blue ahead by 2 rounds against Regicide. Well, Regicide did win the first map. Second map going in favor of Tough Blue fairly well so far. Let's see what happens as the map and match continues. Master holding a good angle across here. That teammate needs to be careful. Sticking his head out. Good smoke to block the coverage. This is going to allow a player on B. It's going to be Gerbs going for the aggressive B push here. Sneaking through, playing at the Christmas tree on B here. He's currently just hiding. Oh, he able to escape and dodge Carrero. It's a tough one. Carrero not looking there. Understandable. It is not a common place to play in the first place. Have mentioned I get the pick onto Biohazard. One more to go on B, but Gerbs gets died in this grenade, but he will stay alive. Assuming not get the kill into Ira. Able to clear out that African position. But Marco from behind in Shrine is looking to lock things down somewhat. Simenon gets the kill into Ira in the meantime. Already got that. Never mind. Residue gets the kill into Mensch. Nice picked up Gerbs. Marco shoots a little early. Simenon kind of confused what happened there. Django Fett gets the trade on the monster. It's down to Marca versus Residue and Django Fett. Marca has to clear out B. Takes fire. He's going for the push. Danger close. And sprays across, but finally gets the kill on Django Fett. It's a 1v1 now. Residue going for the retake on B. Marca has a long way to go. There's time for Residue to make a move. Residue sneaking through the smoke. It's a 1v1 clutch. Who is going to get the shot here? Marca facing a 2v1. Residue having to block up B. Sees the player get the shot and kill. The first round for Regicide in the second map, 1-2. A well-done performance from Regicide there. Really good aggression on B and good counters to that push on the street and on A. It was really effective in securing that round win in. Let's see how this next round goes here with Tough Blue versus Regicide. Let's see someone else's point of view. How about Residue? Or maybe even Gerbs. Well, Gerbs' point of view. I believe Gerbs is the captain of Regicide. I would get the pick on the Biohazard in B. Gerbs has to be careful here. Be able to escape and go for the push onto B. He's going to run through the fire and finds the grenade. Will take a little bit of his health, but he will be able to stay alive. Gerb's going to have to hide in B here. As Carrero sets up to block the objective. There's D. Carrero. Ira still looking across in Shrine. Looking for the grenade. The Kobe on B. Does it over to the top side of Shrine here. Django Fett staying alive and still holding Shrine. Gerbs gets the nade kill onto Carrero, clearing up for Insurgents. That's going to have to go for the pusher. Gerbs gets another kill onto Master. Going for the retake of B here. Gerbs coming in big this round. Ira looking for the shot in B. The problem is there's that player in the backside of Shrine aiming across. Simenon could move in and actually get this kill into Ira. Pushing on this side here. Danger Cross gets the headshot onto Gerbs. I called back. That is just a really big Residue though gets the kill into Ira shortly after as Residue takes out Marca on the push. It's going to be a tie for these two teams now, 2-2. It is 2-2. It is a fairly close one here. And I think Regicide have kind of figured out the strategy that Tough Blue like to do. So what can Regicide... Regicide just have to basically keep on trucking. They had that lead really high up. Minor complicated maneuver was the first map. The second map, I don't think we're going to see it. Ira, nice pick into Biohazard. Once again. Team as Django Fett gets the nade kill onto Master. See a hold by Hamench. Residue looking to hold that off as well. As Residue gets the kill to Hamench, will win that A push. Let's see. But Residue gets the... Actually, Gerbs and Residue get both kills on the Shrine Spy here. Ira last alive. Gonna have a tough one here. 4v1 for Ira to win this. Will he be able to do this? There's a player watching on the top side. There's Django Fett. Got a possible kill, and yes, Simenon will get the pick onto Ira. And Regicide take the lead, 3-2. All right, we are 1 round ahead now for Red Side on map 2. It's, you know, Tough Blue have some skills. They definitely have some good positioning, but right now Red Side definitely have the gun skills. They have a really, really strong counter to that Tough Blue strategy. Tough Blue really got to change things up in a big way if they're going to see success continue for their team respectively. So let's see what Mark is able to do. They're going to opt to double, actually 4 stack B. Heavily invested Ira covering the street and have Mensch going for the push on A. Interesting grenade on the backside of B. Marco with, actually, no, that was Marco. Carrero get the pick onto Gerbs, trying to push into B. Marco going for the toes, and he will get the kill onto Django Fett. It is uncovered there, so you gotta be careful. Where's it to get the kill onto Ira, trading it up, putting up the street. Carrero comes in for the rotation to try and get the kill back, but there will be no refrag. Carrero not able to spot anybody out. Mensch, though, able to push towards Biohazard. Biohazard about to get dropped on from behind. But ironically, Mensch is going for the counter in a bit of a different spot here. While on B, we see Residue taking some fire, but is going to stay alive here. Mensch going to try and clear out Alpha. Easy kill for him onto Biohazard. He's going to leave a flash. It's an interesting choice. Goes for the shot against Residue there with a 180. We see an interesting push here. Interesting smoke as well on C as Residue holds for the push on C. He's going to hold fast, hold close. Good call to make. He's going to go decap Alpha. Good call to make. And he'll go for the C push. Simmer Down is stuck in a 2v1 here. Meanwhile, in Shrine, getting pushed on the right-hand side and the left-hand side of the Shrine area here. Simmer Down doesn't know that just yet, though. He doesn't have the teammates. Carrero takes him out. That was fairly predictable, unfortunately. Not a whole lot he can do there. Residue going to come up big versus Mensch. Mensch heard Residue, though. They both heard each other, but they don't know where they are just yet. They do have an idea. Echolocation. The problem is Mensch just made a bunch of racket on that drop and slide out towards A. Residue going to try and echolocate him. Could get an easy kill here. Spots him out. Because there's 2 players over here. Get the shot into Mensch. Has 1 more to go on A, but Residue is not aware of this one. And Ira, nice pick on Residue as he pushes into A and ties it up for both teams. Tough Blue tie it up 3-3. All right, it's tied 3-3. So an interesting stack on this B side spot here. This is where Master was aiming at previously. But it looks like he's going to play it safe and go for the peek across. Did not get the shot and kill. But Carrero is waiting for the push here. Takes a grenade to the face, but it's still alive somehow by sheer magic. 1 HP and a dream. Ira gets the pick into Biohazard. But that will be it for now. Looks like Residue's going to opt to rotate and go on the backside of the Barber area there. Hold their sides, still holding on B. Nice shot into Gerbs. As Master takes out Django Fett to push towards the Shrine. Simmer Down, last one alive. As Ira takes out Residue. Simmer last alive once again. 5v1. Very tough odds for Simmer Down to win this one, but it is still possible. Possible, but probably not likely. As it is a 1v5. Make that 1v4. He gets a kill into Carrero. But Marca gets the trade shortly thereafter. That is the round and the lead for Tough Blue. 4-3. So it is only 2 rounds left in the half of this first half here. And so far, it's fairly equal on teams. So who's going to win this one? Who's going to lose this one? That's tough to call. I think we'll see Red Side keep up the pressure. We'll see if they can get the win, but I don't know. Good grenade coming out from Django Fett on that Shrine. He's going to have to dodge the grenade. He will be able to escape, but Mark is going to spot him out on that Shrine position. Master's going to have to rotate in as Biohazard gets the FAMAS kill onto Mensch. Kill the Gerbs, but Master gets surprised by Django Fett. Gets dropped in the face. Carrero going for the trade here. Setting up in position. Opts to close the door on him. But it'll just mean that Carrero just waits at the entrance there on the other side. uncontested. A partially capped up for Insurgents. Continues the cap now in favor of Residue and of Regicide. Ira, nice pick on the outside. Missed the shot.
Fuck!
He spotted it at least, but did not even get the shot across. You see Ira waiting on the cross side. Marca, nice pick and a simmer down. As Carrero goes on the outside of B, he's going to run to Django Fett now. Django Fett caught off guard. He's expecting the player behind. He's not ready for the player. Danger close. Right into Carrero. Biohazard takes up Marca. It's all down to Biohazard. Residue gets the A cap, bringing it to a 5v2 now. Ooh, Biohazard, good spray towards Carrero there. Couldn't quite get the kill Rero though. Goes to reload. No help. Spray kill onto Carrero. Somehow dodges all the grenades. Those are actually team grenades. At the damage was a lot less than normal. Ira last alive in a 1v5. Actually 1v4. Oh, good for the clutch attempt. Good for the shot across, did not get the wallbang. The M24 does not have that kind of wallbang potential. Jump peek, nice shot into Residue. Has to go for the reload. But only 3 remaining in a 1v... Actually 4 remaining still in a 1v5 attempt. Gets the A cap up. It is 5v4. Ira rotating over towards C. See if he can see something over there that he can see here, hopefully. Rib gets the kill to Carrero from spawn. The rest of them are going to escape into A. Django Fett only spot 1 on the cross on that push towards A, while Master and the rest of the Tough Blue team going on their sides respectively. Biohazard gets the B break. B capture at least 4 Insurgents, bringing it to a 5v4. Carrero died from the spawn camp, making it a 5v4. Ira waiting. He sees the player danger close. He's going to go for the shot. He gets the headshot onto Gerbs as the body drops. The product comes above. He has 2 more to clear. Master will get the supporting kill onto Simmer down. Top of C as they go for the heavy focus on C now. Time is running out. We're already in tiebreaker, but that's a teammate. There you go. Regicide really on their now. Oh, Master gets the kill onto Residue. Master coming in big here. It's all done. Django Fett. Master alive and they get the C cap. It's too late. A and C, by playing together, they end up securing the round win and continue to lead for Tough Blue 5-3. Was well done by Tough Blue there. Regicide kind of caught off guard. They thought they had the map locked down, and all of a sudden Master started just decking people on B. Good shots from Ira, keeping it calm, keeping it together, getting the good shots in. Danger close with that M24. Not easy to do when you have a bit of a difference on ping, of course. This is a German server, so Regicide a little bit ping shield in their favor. Ira, nice pick as well into Residue once again. Ira, currently MVP, running a 14-4 KDR. Higher than anybody in the server at the moment. Also running a nice shot well to Biohazard on the push. As we see Ira waiting on the top side here. Shrine held up by 2 players. He's not going to see this player up above. The grenades will be danger close. He gets the pick and a simmer down despite that. Ira dodging the grenade. He's going to push for B. Ira going big on this round here. Gets a nice shot as well into Gerbs. This is a montage for Ira at this point. Master secures the final kill of the round. And Tough Blue destroying Regicide 6-3. I believe it's a 4K for Ira. Indeed, that was well done. Holding on B, holding on the street. You can't stop him. He is out of control. 1 more round in the half, and Regicide definitely struggling a little bit on this second half of the first half. Second quarter of the half. If that makes any sense at all. Last round, though, is buyout round. Do what you want. It's the yellow strats. We'll see what Ira's going to do. I want to see his first pick here on the B side here. A good smoke, but smoke does not block fire. It will not get the shot and kill, but will definitely get some suppression over towards that first part. It's going to be Residue. Get the pick this time. We'll go ahead and follow somebody else. I know he's a lot of kills, of course. Mark, a nice shot into Django Fett. Gerbs going for the good grenade onto Shrine, but it will pick up onto Carrero. But not today. Carrero gets the shot onto Gerbs. Gerbs running literally into his point of view there. Into his bullets. Simmer down, clearing out Shrine. Has 3 players to watch out for on this position. They'll be able to get 1. Kill onto Mark. He's going to get pushed from behind. He's going to rotate away. Playing to the side's strong suit. Behind Master, also coming for the sneaky kill here. While on B is uncontested. C is actually in a unique hold position here. Kill onto Biohazard. The problem is, Residue is behind him, but opts to not shoot him for some reason. Not sure what Residue's waiting for here. Master gets the kill to him down. It's all done. Residue last alive in a 1v4. Goes for the grenade attempt. It's not going to go through that. Obviously, it would not go through that. It's not the size of the grenade. It's the size of the gun barrel. Not sure what he's expecting for that one. And Hametch will take out Residue. Ending the half in favor of Tough Blue. Now 4 rounds ahead. 7-3. New half, new sides. It's like a whole new team battling it out here. We're seeing an interesting thing kind of form up from Tough Blue. I've been typing the W. And they haven't won just yet, but that was definitely a W of a round for Tough Blue there. They are live. That was fairly quick actually for both teams to get their loadout sorted that quickly without any bugs. That's the first in a long time to actually see early on. Let's go ahead and follow Residue. Going for the push. Looks like someone on search has the M1 Garand selected. Interesting choice. See Residue's interesting angle. Look at this angle. I'm not sure what he's looking at there, but I think he's aiming across into C, possibly? Not sure what he's going to see from there, but Gerbs is still on B. Just kind of hiding in the smoke here. Master will get the first kill of the second half onto Django Fett as Master pushes Shrine once again. He'll go for 2 onto Simmer Down. There's 1 more to go onto B, and it's going to be Gerbs. On B, capping it most of the way, but Carrera will take out Gerbs on the B push. It's down to 2 players remaining for Regicide, Biohazard, and of course, Biohazard gets the kill onto Hametch in A, picking up for security, but the problem is B is already capped in favor almost all the way for Insurgents. Well, the beginning at least, capping it up in their favor. A capped up most of the way by Gerbs. They played it passive, now they're going to have to try and cap it up. They have time. The only thing is, facing the 1B none as Ira gets the shot and Residue running into C. Biohazard 1v4. B now in favor of Insurgents starting now. It's 20 seconds to capture. Good grenade from the Ira. He takes himself out with the grenade though. Stream deck.
Bruh.
My God, you're dead!
Yes, he was indeed dead. Master will get the final kill of the round onto Biohazard. Securing the round for Tough Blue. 8-3. Triple kill from Master there on Shrine, and then the final kill of the round on that flank side of A. Was well done. As we see, Tough Blue continually now 5 rounds up against Regicide. There is a comeback possible, but the last game we saw there, it went all the way to about a 6-round difference before the second team came back. But ultimately, right when they tied up, that's when the other team kicked into the next gear, and it just locked out the round the last possible second. We'll see if this goes the distance. This is map 2 once again, so there is no final map to play. This is it. So Regicide, I believe, won the first map here. So Tough Blue could win the second one, at least making it a tie in this match here. They both win 1 point. If they do tie, he wins. If they decide to get the kill here, get the win. There's a bet. Nice pick into Master. Danger close. Hero finally gets the kill on with that Garand. Residue get the kill though onto Marco on B. Meanwhile, Residue going for the danger close push here on A. Luckily, Hametch is going for the surprise flank from on the backside here. He gets the kill with the QBZ of all weapons. Bit of an interesting choice. We'll see how it works for him. The problem is the flank side is open. I don't know how Hametch missed that. Residue got the kill onto Hametch on that upper side there. Good grenade as well coming out from Hametch. Will that be a whole lot though? Ira shooting a little early there, did not get the kill. But security now in a tough spot there. They're waiting in spawn for some reason. Not sure what they're waiting for. Maybe going to let it select it. I don't know. Ira peeking across, trying to find something on the street here. He's aiming danger close. He saw some shots coming towards him. He knows there's at least some players aiming in his direction to shoot at. Oh, get the pick on a Biohazard. Nice shot. Only 4 more to go, but it is Ira. Can probably get this one. In less than a minute remaining, though. Security has the advantage. It's down to Carrero and just Ira. Ira's soloing it right now. Carrero not really doing a lot for his teammate there. I don't know. Carrero should probably help him, his teammate out there. He should go for A or something. Ira just trying to solo it right now, trying to come up the clutch king here. It's very tough odds. The pressure is on him. Carrero finally going over to A. Residue's watching this push, though. He'll be able to spot the player rotating into A. But will he not get the kill? No, he will not be able to get it. But Ira will get the surprise flank. He'll get the shot into Simmer down, but Gerbs gets the trade into Ira shortly after. Down to Carrera, last alive in a 1v3. Opts for the reload with the Garand. Push, but Residue takes him out on the rotation into A. Residue decide take the round 4 to 8. All right. It is 4 rounds now difference. Only 4 from 5, so a little bit better in favor of Red side. 3 rounds, though, for Tough Blue to win this. Let's go ahead and follow Habmench Havzig on his push on the street here. And over towards A. Takes some shots from Ira. He's a bit Ira aided by that one, but he will be able to escape and continue the fight on A. Push. Danger actually very quickly on the push for A. There is no one actually watching this, though. They're watching heavily on the street here as Ira goes for the battle. Does not get the kill, but is able to distract him at least as Marka gets the kill on Janko Fett on Shrine. To simmer down over set up for the refrag possibly. He will get it onto Marka, but he's already low on health. Not a great start, but Gerbs is still capping on B. He's blocked by a player by Masser. But Bai has it up above. We got the kill on Masser. Unfortunately, if we do have Ira coming on the backside here, he's going to be a force to reckon with for sure. All sides of positions here, takes some shots. Able to escape, not able to get the shot if he wanted to. Gerbs get the B cap. Nice shot into Biohazard. Post cap, so Biohazard will not respawn that one. 4 remaining for Regicide. Ira facing a 3v4. Well, at least Tough Blue takes facing a 3v4. Carrero gets the pick on Simmer down. That's now 3 remaining. It's even 3-3. The problem is Residue facing a 2v. Well, Residue and his teammates are facing a 2v1. I mentioned stays alive. Get the kill to 1. Will he get the kill to 2? Not quite. I mentioned about to clutch on A here. He will not get the shot. He's out of ammo. He somehow dodges it. I don't know what the security player is doing, but they're just whiffing all the shots possible. Ironically, finally Residue gets the kill to have Mensch. Gerbs takes out Ira in the meantime on B. Carrero last alive in a 1v2. That was certainly something. Carrero, nice pick into Gerbs. It's a 1v1. Residue going for B. Might be going for C, but B is in favor of Insurgents. Carrero with that M1 Garand. Having a grand old time. Residue going for the C cap instead of A or B. He's going to play it safe. That is a good call to make. If you had to ask me, we'll just have to wait and see what Carrero's going to opt to do here. Carrero capping up B. So the B cap will go in favor of Insurgents. Carrero's going to have to fight the 1v1 on C here for the win, or it will be a draw. 10 seconds remaining. They do have at least a minute to break the tie if it's necessary, but Ira gets the pick in Residue. And while they go for the push, we see the rest of security leaving spawn and getting up. Only one going for A here. That's going to be Jango Fett. It's Ira. Cap on C. Jango Fett was taken out by Carrero on the push towards A. They will get the A clip in time. It's too little too late. They went alongside that to B. It's just not enough time there. Tough Blue able to secure the round. 2 rounds away from the win. Now 9-4. Nicely done there by Regicide and by Tough Blue, really bringing it back at the last second there. A very good clutch on B and a good teamwork call there to go for A and C. Security just kind of, I mean, from their spawn, they could go straight to the left. We do see a not like being called, though, by Regicide. They could have just gone straight to here and run right out, but they opted to go. They kind of funneled out here and through here instead, which was just too little too late. If they dive bombed B fast, they may have made it in time, but you have to watch out for the players on B as well. I think they had most of the Insurgents also rotate the position. So, I don't think they would have had the time. It may have been close, but they may have had a better. I think they had a chance at least of getting on there. They have died at least, but they would at least have been closed. They were unfortunately too little too late to the objective there. We do see the not live being called. Weapon selection is a bit of an interesting one. We're seeing an MP5 on Jango Fett. Biohazard has the M16 with the 2x, which you never see the M16 in use because it's well, it's not automatic. So it's a 5.56 weapon that's lower DPS, so you have to shoot twice. that's semi or burst, which you don't really use because it's not fast enough to actually, you can't repeat burst fast enough to the same rate of full auto, so it defeats the point. Unless you have a script, you know, like a script or scroll wheel, no real point to running a single auto sniper unless you're spraying with a weapon that has an actual punch to it, like a M110 SAS or an SVD. Those you actually have a little potential with us. We'll see what Biohazard will do here with that M16. Not sure if he's doing it a whole lot for now, but we'll see what happens there. Django Fett taken out by a grenade from Marka and a little bit of damage from Massler. Biohazard waiting on the cross from Shrine. Will he get any kills? I'm curious to see. Has the suppressor clicked out? Nice sneaky be like Massler gets the kill to simmer down on B. Biohazard both shot and kill onto Hamench. Not firing fast, but firing for effect as Marco takes out Gerbs on B. 3 remaining for Bravo here. As Biohazard looks for the pick across, did not spot that B player. The B player hiding well. Master almost all the way dead, but still alive by a very small margin. But that's enough to secure an objective if he is pushed. Marco takes out Biohazard in the rotation as Ira takes out Residue going for A. And that's match point now for Tough Blue. 10-4. Alright, it is match point now for Tough Blue versus Regicide. Who's going to win this one? I think the answer may... Well, we'll find out soon. I think it's going to be the last round here, if you had to ask me. But we'll see if Regicide can keep it up and hopefully get some more rounds on the board. It is not over yet, though. There's still a chance for Regicide to bring it back and bring it to overtime to at least get a tie. Or at least get a win, at least 2 points in the championship for their team. See what happens here. Good smoke setting up, going for the cross. Ira gets picked onto Biohazard. A good opener for them, but will it be a whole lot else? We'll have to just wait and see as Simmer waits in the push on the upper. I believe that would be Barber. There's nobody currently over there. Crow setting up a good grenade for B. This could be effective against a B player, but there's actually just Gerbs. And he will not die to it. He's playing on the tree there, but Master gets the kill to Gerbs. You can't keep playing there. You do it once or twice, but after once, you know where you are. It's going to creep by you. So, cheeky spots are only cheeky once. You can't keep repeating it, especially if it's an old spot people know before. So currently having some computer difficulties, looks like. Now he's just doing an interesting side strafe there. Finally spots the head of Guerrero, but as he suppresses him, Guerrero gets the headshot onto Django Fett. Nicely done. Swim down looking to try and clutch this. Residue gets the kill into Ira. He's going to go for the C-cap. The problem is Master takes that Simmer down. It's all down to Residue in a 1v4. The pressure is on him. He has to win this one if he wants to keep the dream alive for Regicide to win 2-0 in the series. This could be the final kill of the game here. Good suppression to C here. As we see on the backside of C here, possibly a flank. The drop of C. Residue gets the kill on the Carrero rotating. This could be the clutch. Carrero's going to get the C-cap in time. Marker gets the B-cap in the meantime. So both teams will reset 5-5. Insurgents have the advantage of having A captured almost all the way, though. Hamench going to opt to not cap it all the way, though. They're going to save it for later. They have the time to do that, though. There'll be enough time for them to get the kills here if necessary. Orders, yes, but Hamench will get the kill despite that onto Graves as Marco takes out Django Fett from spawn. But you see Residue getting taken out by Ira on the rotation out of C as Simmer down looks for the kills on the backside of this B entrance for security. Simmer down sneaking through and making a lot of racket. He's going to be called out and will be taken out by Guerrero as Hamench will secure the final kill of the game onto Biohazard. That ends the series and ends the matchup 11-4. Tough take one, Regicide take one. It is a tie in the series. Both teams will secure 1 point in the championship for this round. And that will conclude today's stream and the rest of the matches for today. Thanks everybody for watching. You know, we did miss a couple games today. Unfortunately, we're just kind of limited on people. So, you know, we're not always available to do stuff when everyone's playing it. It doesn't help when there's also matches 30 minutes apart from each other. When matches take about 2 hours, possibly. There's just no way we're going to get all of the games if they're at that time. So, sorry. I'll try and get what I can, but unfortunately, right now it's just me. And I think Rick came in you know, as a guest for fun to kind of bring it up at least. So I appreciate that. But unfortunately, it's kind of how it is for now. So we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully we can get things a little more organized. But sorry we didn't get to do everybody's game this weekend that requested it. So hopefully next weekend we'll have things a little better in check, that we can get things planned out. But in the meantime, thanks buddy for watching. Thank you all for your time. I am your cast for this one, Stuffed Shark, and we'll see y'all in the future. Peace.